Remember this woman? You do, right? We won't give her the name that she's decided to give herself. We'll give her her true name, Marlene. Over the last couple of weeks now, it's been emerged that Marlene is something of a charlatan. Oh yes, there's even a video of her pointing out how to put on a traditional dress and how to exploit it for your own ends. As ever, we have to say allegedly. Now, as you know, this is a particular lady who's made life incredibly difficult for a lady who gave so much service to the British monarchy for over 60 years. Lady Susan Hussey. So much so, apparently, this lady now is too frightened to go out in public, even though she's been asked by senior members of the British monarchy to attend certain events, including the Carol concert next week. Very sad situation of events when you think. But Marlene is unrepentant, as we know. She decided to do a tour of radio and TV stations, apparently about the hurt that she felt when this particular individual merely asked whereabouts was she originally from. Everything's been dissected, as we know, and made into a far bigger spectacle than it truly was. Who's to blame? There's the point. Now, what's interesting here is a couple of days ago it was reported that Marlene would have been invited to Buckingham Palace by the Queen Consort and His Majesty King Charles III. No word on that as verification. More PR spin from Marlene? Well, guess what? She's now desperate to cling on to her role, that's right, as the charity boss on £65,000 a year plus expenses. So she's offering to any media organisation that was ready to listen that she would like to be invited back to Buckingham Palace so that she could teach senior members of the British monarchy about how not to offend her particular race and culture. I know, you couldn't make this stuff up, could you? But of course, she hadn't really banked on the backlash, not just of the British public and across the Commonwealth, but all manner of individuals who've come out in defence of Lady Susan Hussey, a lady that I've met, albeit briefly, but who was incredibly kind and very, very sweet. Very nice lady, let me tell you. So for Marlene, who's still pushing ahead, trying to find anybody who will listen about whether she should be invited back into a royal palace to teach the senior members of the British monarchy about cultural heritage, I think that particular invite could be, as they say, lost in the post. And this is one particular strike, particularly with the Royal Mail, that I think a lot of people will be very pleased about. However, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Would this be wrong for the royals to invite Marlene in? Would it be seen as bad form? And as many people truly believe, did the palace react way too quickly to deal with this particular individual who's proven to have a less than stellar record herself? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.